Hello and welcome to Moving Meditations with Amy. Moving Meditations is more so a flow yoga class. So we're going to try to move with our breath, kind of one breath per motion. We might hold a few postures. And this is also a building class. So we're going to start with just a few. And then the second time we go through, we'll add a few more postures and then some more. So there'll be a total of five rounds or 5 adds. Also, being about 21 weeks pregnant, we are gonna give modifications and variations of what you can do for your flow through, your vinyasa or your chaturanga. You have 3 options and I will go through them with you. You can hold the plank for 3 breaths. You can hold your plank for 1 breath and then go into 1 push-up. Or you can go through the whole flow of high plank, 1 low, up dog, and down dog. So lots of options. You'll see all 3 of them right at the beginning, and then you decide what you would like to do the rest of class. So to begin, let's just get settled in our child's pose. Finding if you need a little bit of music in the background, or if you just like your quiet. Finding a spot that just feels comfortable. It can be on the elbows, it can be laying your head down on a pillow. But the first thing we want to do is just start to feel the breath. Feel how the breath comes in, filling up the body. And then almost that release of an exhale. As you breathe in, you think about filling up your body always 360 degrees, through the belly, through the bottom, through the back of your body, the sides. And right now the exhale can just be a relax. Your body naturally comes back. Big breath in, expanding. Exhale, letting it come back to natural. Trying not to shrug the shoulders as we take our inhale. Let those be relaxed. And more so fill the rest of the body underneath the diaphragm, through the rib cage. Into the back body. On your next breath, let's take it up to all 4s position. So finding your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And then we are going to take it into the same breathing technique, but adding a little bit of engagement through the core. Inhale, fill the body. Front, back, side to side. And then I want you to exhale, drawing everything in, finding a stable spine. Big breath in, expand. Exhale, draw everything in, support the spine. One more time, big breath in. And exhale, draw in. Release that tension just a little bit so you can find your cat-cow. Inhale, let the belly drop, press the chest through. Exhale, round up. Finding any little leans or twists or turns. And let's take this into our flow. So like I said before, the first flow that we do, we're going to hold that plank for 3 breaths. So first slipping the toes, first finding that down dog. Locking out the heels. Just feeling out the posture before we get started. That plank can always be from toes or knees, no matter who you are. Think about tipping that tailbone up, drawing the core in. When we're in a position like plank where we have to keep our core engaged to keep the spine safe and in line, we try to breathe through the sides of the rib cage as you take your inhale, rather than shrugging into the shoulders. So let's move into that plank that we're going to hold for 3 breaths, pushing the hips forward and down in line with the body. Remember, knees or toes, it's up to you. So now that our core is drawn in, taking our inhale through the side bodies in the back. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Press into those hands. Exhale. One more exhale. And push back to down dog. Good. Our second one, we're going to do high plank like you just were to low. That means kind of the bottom of that push-up. Inhale forward. And exhale. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly lower down. Next exhale. Straight spine, lifting right back up. Flip those toes and push back. So that can be your flow through your chaturanga, your vinyasa, or if you would like to do the full, we'll try that right here. So forward into your plank, knees or toes, slowly lower down. Find that low plank, but this time you get to pass through up dog. Looking up, lifting the chest. And exhale back, find that down dog. Walking the feet forward, finding your forward fold. So through pregnancy, we don't want to do a lot of big back bends like up dog, stretching that front part of our core a little too much. And so I'll be sticking with just high plank to low plank, but please feel free to flow all the way through. Okay, just hanging here in our ragdoll stretch. We'll stack the joints and find our standing position. A little bend in the knees, engage the glutes, roll on up. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, pull the arms down, core pulled in. Inhale, back high. And exhale, forward fold. Take the palms to the shins, inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, back down. You can step back the feet, find your down dog, and flow through. Remember your 3 choices, plank, high to low, or a full chaturanga. Always ending back in down dog. Taking our right foot lifted high, find your single leg down dog, circle out that right ankle. Bend and straighten the knee. And then circle the hip around a couple each direction. And with that right foot lifted high, and exhale, pull through into your low lunge. Set the back knee down. Sitting in our low lunge for a moment. Testing out what it feels like to let that right knee drop out. Maybe adding a little twist, right hand on the right knee. Focus on the breath. Exhale, trying to relax those points of tension. And then finding your half split. So exhale, weight back on that back leg. Front leg can be bent or straight. We're going to go one more time each posture. So back to that low lunge, shifting forward. Maybe your twist. And exhale back. And half split. Forward, finding that low lunge just so we can take that right foot back to our down dog. And again, we flow through either plank or high to low or a full chaturanga. Finding your way to down dog. And inhale that left foot high. Circle the ankle. Bend and straighten the knee. And circle that hip out a couple times. Each direction. Ending with that left foot lifted high. And exhale through all the way to our low lunge again. Settling in. Feeling what it feels like to open the hip. A little bit of a twist, left hand on the left knee. And exhale back, half split, straightening out that front leg only as much as it allows. You don't have to be still, just move through the body, find a little movement. Feeling that stretch through the back side of the left leg. One more time each, forward to the lunge, inhale, lift the chest, find a little twist. And exhale back, half split. Moving into that low lunge again, and left foot back. Finding your down dog, and we'll flow through with a full stand this time. So find your plank, high to low, chaturanga. Back to down dog. And then walk the hands to the feet or the feet to the hands, up to that forward fold. Again, hang for a moment, ragdoll stretch. Either bringing fingertips to the ground or palms to your shins, and inhale, halfway lift. Find that halfway lift with a flat back, not a candy cane back. So nice and flat, pushing the tailbone back, chest forward, and down. This time, bend the knees, drop the hips, circle sweep all the way up into mountain, reaching high. Exhale, pull those arms down, open the chest, engage the back. Inhale, back high. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, back down. Hop or step back, find that down dog. And flow through. Plank, high to low, or chaturanga. Back to down dog. Right foot lifts high with that inhale. Exhale, low lunge. We add two little pieces to this now. So first our low lunge, and then our half split. Straighten that front leg. We're going to turn the body into a half squat or a side lunge, we call it. So take both hands to the inside of that right foot. As you start to put more weight onto that right foot, we flip the left and kind of come into a half squat. Your heel might be up off the mat. You might be up a little bit higher, more weight in the hands, that's fine. The idea is to feel some release through the inner thighs, into the hips. We're going to take a big reach with that left hand up and over towards that squatting leg. And a reach the opposite direction, left hand down, right hand up. Planting the hands back at the front of the mat, we just flip the body, step back into down dog. And here we go again, forward to plank. Back to down dog. Left foot lifts high. And sweep through, low lunge. Exhale, back to half split, straighten that front leg. Remember, both hands on the inside of that left foot now, putting more weight into that leg and flipping to the heel of the right leg. Taking that right hand up and over, leaning over that squatting side. And opposite, set the right hand down and reach with the left. Reach to plant those hands at the front of the mat again, rotate back to down dog. Flow through. And make your way to forward fold. Feet forward or hands back. Forward fold. Once you're there, inhale, halfway lift. Engaging the back, shoulder blades down, neck's long. Exhale, back down. Bend the knees to drop the bottom, kind of almost as if you're sitting in a chair. And inhale, those hands high. Exhale, pull down. Inhale, high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, back down. Hop or step back. And then find your down dog. Flow through, forward, and down. Down dog, and we take that right foot high. Again, inhale, right foot high. Exhale, low lunge. And your half split, straighten the front leg. Both hands to the inside of that right foot, side lunge, half squat. Big reach with the left, up and over. And big reach with the right, up and over. We're gonna come right into our straddle forward fold. So I take both hands to the mat. I'm gonna help myself up, both legs are straight. Pointing the toes straight to the side of the mat. Just a big forward fold. Sometimes it feels good to continue that side body work, so reaching both hands towards the left foot. And if they don't make it there, they're just on the shin, that's fine. Both hands reach to the right. And walk your hands and rotate the feet back to the front of the mat and right foot back. Again, flow through, forward. Maybe just the plank, or you add that little push-up or chaturanga. And back to down dog. Left foot lifts high. Exhale through. Low lunge. Find your half split, straighten the front leg. And side lunge, flipping the right heel. Reach with the right. Reach with the left. Both hands find the mat, find your straddle. Forward fold, toes point to the side of the mat. And again, we reach, feeling that little side body stretch. First to the right, and then to the left. Rotate the feet, hands to the front of the mat, and left foot back. Flow through. Down dog, and walk up to forward fold. Hang in that ragdoll stretch for a moment. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back down. Bend the knees, drop the hips, circle sweep up into mountain. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw everything in, open the chest. Inhale, reach high. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, back down. Hop or step back. Find your down dog. And we flow through, forward. Maybe down. Up. And back. Right foot lifts high. Know where we're going, low lunge. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, back, half split. Inhale, travel forward, find that half squat. Take a big inhale, reach the right arm high. And back to center with the exhale. Inhale, reach the right arm high. To the left, good. Exhale, back to center. Back into our straddle just for a moment, hanging there. If you want a side reach, go for it. This one's a little bit trickier of transition if we have tight hips, so we'll kind of take our steps. We're gonna walk both hands back to the front of the mat. We're gonna come into pigeon. So as you can see, as we rotate, kind of in that low lunge position. And how we're gonna go right into pigeon. You can either take that foot through, right foot high, and then right into pigeon. Or if you want, you can just heel toe that right foot over to the side of the mat, finding yourself right into your pigeon. Taking 2 breaths tall, engaging the glutes, kind of tucking the tailbone, feeling that hip flexor as well. Flexing the right foot. And then taking it down to the elbows, taking a few breaths here as well. Good. To come out of this, we bring the hand back to the front of the mat. Flip those left toes, engage the core, press back right into the down dog. Flow through, forward. And inhale, left foot high. Exhale through low lunge. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, half split. Inhale, forward into that side lunge. Next, inhale, take that right hand high, reaching to the left. Exhale to center. Inhale with the left hand to the right. Exhale to center. Come into that straddle, forward fold. Again, either just hanging out or reaching side to side. And again, coming into pigeon through one transition or another, walking both hands to the front of the mat again. Either rotating into the lunge and taking left foot back and kind of reset yourself into pigeon, or just heel toe that foot over and left pigeon. Setting up for a few breaths, feeling stable, flexing the foot, engage the glute, and then come down to the elbows. Hands back to the mat. Remember to flip those right toes. Exhale, engage the core to press the body off the leg. And down dog, flow through. We have one more round. And walk the feet forward, our hands back. Forward fold, one last stand here. Inhale, halfway lift, nice flat back. Exhale, back down. Bend the knees, drop the hips, circle sweep up into mountain. Inhale. Exhale, pull the arms down. We're gonna pause here for an extra breath. So inhale, still in that same position. Inhale, lift the chest a little taller. Opening up the chest and the front ribs. Exhale, back down. Inhale, reach hands high. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, back. Hop or step back, you can find that way to down dog. Flow through. And right foot lifts high, low lunge. Inhale, lifts the chest. Exhale, half split. Inhale to that side lunge, side squat. Reach with the left. And reach with the right. And straddle. Reach to the right side, so we rotate, finding pigeon any way you wish. Bring it into pigeon. A breath with the chest lifted. And exhale, settle in. Take an extra breath down in pigeon. We're gonna do a little hip flip for our last addition. So setting up the same way, hands on the mat, left toes flipped, but instead of pulling yourself all the way off the legs, we're just gonna flip the hips. So we kind of come into this half straddle. Gonna do a twist and a lean. So first is our big twist, taking that right hand to the left knee. So our hips are kind of square, 90 degrees. Inhale, length. Exhale, little twist, taking that neck and head along for the ride as well. And slowly sliding that right hand on the outside of the leg, rounding that back, feeling that through the low spine, the low back muscles, maybe into the shoulder and lats, definitely in the hamstrings. Coming up about halfway, releasing that arm, setting the left hand on the inside of the left leg and a big side body lean up and over. Opening up that chest and armpit, feeling that through again the low back, maybe the side, low body. Walk both hands all the way to the front of the mat and we flip right back to that down dog. Last time, last side, forward. Flow through. And then we take the left foot high, exhale through, low lunge. Inhale, chest lifts, and exhale back, half split. Inhale forward to that side lunge. And straddle. Straighten the legs, toes point to the side of the mat. Little sway side to side or a reach. Then both hands travel back to the left to the front of the mat. Find your down dog, maybe right into pigeon. And take one breath, inhale, lift the chest. And exhale to the elbows or further down. We're going to come to that half straddle. So taking the hands back to the mat, flipping those right toes. So we can flip the hips. Again, that's 90 degree of the hips. First is our twist, left hand to that right knee. Inhale, length. Exhale, twist. Not forgetting about the neck. Look over the shoulder. Come back towards that leg. Left hand goes to the outside of that right leg. Come up about halfway, right hand on the inside of the right leg. Go up and over, reach. A little bit of the low back, side body. Just to come out of it the same way we did the other side. Both hands to the front of the mat, flip to down dog. Flow one more time through if you would like. Forward, high to low. And either come back to down dog for another moment or just straight to child's pose. Let's bring it into a child's pose. Rest in stillness for a moment. Once we're in child's pose, knees can be a little wider than your hips. And we're just reaching those fingertips forward just a little bit more, letting the hips come above the knees. Sometimes getting the knees right under the hips feels a little bit more stable. I'm going to come into puppy pose. So at first, just maybe bringing palms together, but letting those hips go back. Chest drops. Finding something that feels good for the shoulders. You feel that release. Maybe bringing the hands behind the head. Trying to imagine separating the shoulder blades a little bit here, see what that feels like. Good, releasing. We can walk up and set the hips back, crossing the legs just into a comfortable cross-leg position. Just gonna end a little bit of chest openers. So first taking that inhale high, just like we did when we were standing. Exhale, pull down. Pause there for a moment. Inhale, lift the chest, arms stay the same. Exhale, relax the hands back down. You can either keep the hands onto the ground and do another chest expansion. Inhale, lift. If you want to go a little bit deeper, taking the hands, finding them behind the back, and again, inhale, lift the chest. Add in any little neck stretches, leaning side to side. Notice the difference between pulling the shoulder blades together versus pulling them down and slightly away from each other. And even if you did grip the ground, let's find the fingertips now. And we're gonna take both hands over to the left hip. So the right hand, back of the right hand is on the back, low back, finding that other hand and letting the neck stretch. The right side of the neck will stretch if we let the head fall to the left with the hands to the left. So again, right shoulder, right neck is stretching, finding little angles that feel good. Release and we find that other side. So left fingertips come to the right. Letting the head drop to the right. You feel that stretch through the left side of the neck and shoulder. Good, release, circle the shoulders around a couple times. And then you can either stay in your cross-legged position for your last few moments of relaxation or rotate on your mat. So you can lay down, gripping the knees and slowly lowering down. Finding a comfortable position just for even a few breaths of stillness and focus on some gratitude. So finding your comfortable position, closing the eyes. Taking just a few breaths to bring to mind anything you're grateful for. Whether it is that you got to do yoga, that it's done, that you have an able body to do that with, or anything else, big or small in your life. If you have some extra time, take a few moments to focus on the breath. Bring yourself into the exact present moment. Shutting off the thinking brain and calm the body. I want to thank you all so much for coming and joining and viewing. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day. Namaste.